My guess is that they saw the charges that were pending against him and thought, oh, okay.
I don't know what to guess. Well, that's a good guess. I don't know what.
I think it's you want to mess with the police officer? Maybe the police officer might mess with you back.
He gets put in handcuffs. I get a 4-page report for violating his bond. So he works with mom, drives around with mom, and want me to lock him up. I don't get it. Recalls case, people versus Justin Megason.
Your Honor, again, Joseph Slavin, P number 61705 on behalf of Mr. Megason. Your Honor, I did have the opportunity to read through the statement. There was no citation issued. There was a glitch. I did talk to Mr. Megason about what was the deal with the insurance, and he showed me his insurance card, and it is valid insurance now. What it was is he gets paid, he gets direct deposited, but he has his account set up for the automatic payments for the Progressive, and payday and Progressive Day lined up the wrong way on a particular occasion, which means that payment didn't get processed, and if you're on a payment plan to pay your insurance, they just can you right there, like, okay, no. So they had basically shut it off. He didn't know, and this actually is what gave him the...
Bro, this case already sounds ridiculous. The guy gets pulled over, doesn't even get a ticket, and somehow the court ends up with a 4-page bond violation report. Wait, what? His lawyer explains that the insurance was actually valid, but one payment got messed up and the policy was briefly shut off. Then the judge starts digging into the report and realizes there may be a lot less here than it first appeared. But trust me, we're just getting started.
Knowledge to call him Progressive and say, oh, okay, and then he corrected the error, made the payment that was missing. They reinstated his insurance policy. Hey, but other than that, there was no citation issue.
Do we show anything regarding him?
That's what I was counting.
State police.
I don't see anything open for him.
No. I think, and it says in the description that when the trooper, got his license and everything, and that it says that he conducted the stop and realized that he was on bond. So I guess he just thought it would be a idea, because he asked a lot of strange questions to Mr. Megason. He's like, you doing any heroin? No. You doing anything? No, I don't do any of those drugs. I think it might have been just, he says, oh, his eyes were bulging out, and it's like, no. And he's done testing here. He's never tested for any substances. So why he took it upon himself to just, I guess, write a letter making it look like some kind of a report, but it's really a report of nothing. They did impound the vehicle, which they got the vehicle back. The only thing they found in
Were put under arrest?
They did put me in the handcuffs, but then I contacted my attorney. I don't know if my attorney got a hold of them, and that's when I got released.
Yeah, him and his
At the scene?
At the scene. Me and my mother both got released at the scene.
Who?
Me and my mother both. My mom.
They found a circular saw and a couple of bottles of pop in the car, but
Hold on a second.
nothing else.
You're riding around with your mother?
She had just got off work. I was on my way home that night.
The only thing he was given at the scene was the business card for the trooper about where the towing is, and
Why am I have a 4-page report about operating without insurance. He put up, he's with his mama, and then there's a line that they request I violate his bond on this case, which has nothing to do with driving.
no. And I think they might have charged it.
No,
My guess is that they saw the charges that were pending against him and thought, oh, okay.
I don't know what to guess. Well, that's a good guess. I don't know what.
I think it's you want to mess with the police officer? Maybe the police officer might mess with your back.
He gets put in handcuffs. I get a 4-page report to violate his bond. So I think that's discretionary then on my part,
Very much so.
right? So I could or I couldn't. I don't understand. He's with his mama, right? Now, if he had been out running around every place, and I get that, well, the last line reads, second to last line, I respectfully request the 14A District Court violate Dustin on bond because he was operating a vehicle without security. It's a mystery.
Okay, now the story gets even stranger. The officer apparently started asking this guy about heroin and other drugs, even though there was no substance testing and nothing like that was found. Then he gets put in handcuffs, only to be released after his attorney gets involved. And the judge is looking at this report thinking, you want me to violate his bond for this? The craziest part? The officer didn't even issue the citation mentioned in the report. Yeah, this isn't exactly looking great.
To me,
My great
I'm not,
won't be able to climb trees like I did when I was a kid, or build forts because there won't be any trees to do it with.
maybe not. That's, no, now you got a copy of the report, you can save that.
Well, then I get to
Right.
say some of the, yeah,
All right.
I'm going to give that to
All right, with reference to the sentencing.
Sure. Your Honor, before you, Mr. Magnuson is a hardworking guy. He works 40 hours a week. Matter of fact, he works with his mom. That's where they were coming from that day. And, he's a high school graduate, do some ITT tech, and still looking to get that job in the fields. But right now, he said, you know what, you do what you got to do in the meantime. And he doesn't have any history. He self-reported. The PSI clearly states that he doesn't have any substance abuse use disorders at all. He maybe drinks twice a year. So does he have a past? Yeah, like from like 7 years ago and a little bit further, some driving on suspended licenses. And that's why he's, having that license was important to him, because he finally got that license and everything, and got his license all squared away. And he's not that younger guy anymore. He's just asking that, and we're not downplaying the seriousness of the whole incident, but we just ask that we adopt the recommendation.
Anything you want to tell me? No? So he works with mom, drives around with mom, and want me to lock him up. I don't get it. That is
He lives with his brother as well. They have a very close-knit family.
apparently,
Oh, yeah. I know a lot of families who I'm like, they don't talk, and instead, you grow up close. So,
all right.
we just celebrated a 90th family reunion like a couple weeks ago, and it's really cool. So, for me, I don't know. I grew up from a big family, so
Nah, the judge has officially seen enough. He says he's declining to violate the bond because he simply doesn't see the justification. And honestly, that report is starting to look like a whole lot of paperwork for very little substance. Then the defense explains that Dustin works 40 hours a week, works with his mom, and doesn't have a substance abuse disorder. The judge even points out the obvious. This guy works, drives around with his mother, and somehow we're talking about locking him up. But then comes the actual sentence.
All right, Mr. Mickelson. Sentence of the court, I'm going to place you on 12 months probation. You have to pay $555 fines and costs, $360 probation oversight fees. When can you pay that?
Can I put on a payment plan and I could have it paid off within maybe 2 or 3 months?
Can you get it paid by October 30th, you think? Do you have anything today?
I do not.
Why is everybody not showing up with money? You know what? Bet your mom showed up. Mom would have money.
She's actually off of work for right now because she just had surgery.
Yeah, okay. Well, wish you the best from us, all right?
thank you, Your Honor.
I'll indicate that it's a payment plan as provided with probation, but he's to have it paid off by October 30th, 2020.
Thank you.
No use of alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal substance will be subject to random testing as requested by probation. You're to complete a substance abuse assessment, follow all treatment recommendations for status reports to probation. You are to complete a behavior modification class. There's to be no assaultive, threatening, or intimidating behavior. You're not to possess any weapons, firearms, ammunition, or anything fashioned to be a weapon. You're to maintain employment with verification to probation. I will order 365 days in jail. Credit to the balance is suspended.
And here comes a twist. Instead of throwing him in jail, the judge puts him on 12 months of probation. But don't celebrate too early, bro. There are fines, probation fees, random testing, a substance abuse assessment, treatment requirements, and a behavior modification class. Then the judge adds a whole list of restrictions. And suddenly the situation gets very serious. And just when it sounds like probation is the end of the story, the judge drops one final condition that changes the entire mood.